Hi, welcome to the Film at 11 podcast. My name is Joshua Zeiber, and as you may be able to tell from my scratchy voice, it's cold and flu season here in New England. Good times for everyone.
Hooray.
Joining me this week is my son Thomas, under great duress. He has given me absolutely nothing but grief about doing another podcast episode this week. We'll see how he feels after watching the movie. Probably worse, as if I have to guess here. Thomas has taken an interest recently in Greek mythology. He's been studying that in school and has recently read all of the Percy Jackson books and watched some of that TV series. So would that be fair to say that that's a subject of interest to you, Greek gods and myths?
Yeah.
Good. So we're going to watch Cars. No, I'm just kidding. So we are going to watch a movie that is related to that, which is called Clash of the Titans. Have you heard of this movie, Thomas?
No.
No? Well, here, hold it. So, this is very much on the subject of Greek mythology. It's about a clash with titans, if you couldn't tell from the title. And if you see the picture of this guy on the cover here, he looks so Greek. I mean, yeah, that dude looks as Greek as can be. So, Thomas, are you excited for this one?
Sure.
Sure, he says. Sure. All right. Well, let's watch Clash of the Titans and see if this movie from 1981 still holds a modern kid's attention or if it will clash with his modern sensibilities.
Brr.
My Lord Poseidon, I command you to raise the wind and the sea, destroy Argos, and to make certain that no stone stands, that no creature crawls. I command you to let loose the last of the Titans. Let loose the Kraken!
Gods, monsters, heroes, swords, and fighting in togas, a flying horse, an adorable mechanical owl, and of course, nudity. A lot of nudity, like way more nudity than I remembered in this PG rated movie. All the things a growing boy needs in his movies. Yes?
Oh, hell no.
All that plus special appearances by Hamlet, Professor McGonagall, and Thomas. If we're going to talk about Clash of the Titans, we, of course, the top thing that we have to talk about is its 100% historical accuracy.
Okay.
Total authenticity to every detail. Does that sound about right to you? As someone who's been studying all this stuff?
Yeah, not really.
All right, Thomas. I know our track record on this podcast for when I've tried to show you movies, especially fantasy and adventure movies from the early 1980s. Hasn't been great. How did we do this time?
That was alright.
It was all right. I will take that as a win. So you liked the movie overall?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that was mostly because you had an interest in the subject matter of Greek mythology? Or do you think you just liked it as a movie?
The first one.
The first one. I had a feeling. Okay. So, what things did you like in this movie?
I liked the story.
Okay. The story of the hero's quest that he had to go and slay the monsters and then work his way back to protect his kingdom or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you liked?
The characters.
Okay. The human characters or the gods or the titans?
The monsters.
The monsters. Like which one in particular or which ones in particular?
I liked the Kraken.
The Kraken. Okay. Yeah. He got released.
Yeah.
What else?
I also liked the gods.
Okay. That's it?
They were all right.
All right.
I liked the old guy. He was kind of funny, I guess.
Okay, so that was Perseus's buddy there, who was
Yeah.
the poet who was giving him advice through the whole thing. All right, cool. What things did you not like in this movie?
I didn't like how it's just like constantly switching between like animation and live action.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that then. Because the thing this movie is actually famous for, that's mostly remembered for, are its special effects. And I have a feeling that looking at it from your perspective at this age, the special effects probably didn't look all that special to you, right? um, as I'm sure you noticed, most of them, or almost all of them, were stop motion animation special effects. They were done by a guy who was pretty famous for doing that. His name was Ray Harryhausen. He was a very old school special effects artist who had made a lot of movies decades prior to this that involved stop motion effects, and he was a real innovator in that field. This movie was one of the last things he did. It was sort of his swan song to go out with a bang, or it was a movie he wanted to make that would be the culmination of all the stuff he'd been doing. This one, he threw a whole bunch of creatures into it. So from the perspective of that, I think that the monster effects in this are fun in that, no, they don't look realistic. They really don't. They look like stop motion animation, but they have a lot of personality. And I'm going to tell you, they remade this movie in the 2010s. Then it was totally CGI, and it is awful. The remake is terrible, and the CGI looks 1,000 times worse than the stop motion. So while I totally get what you're saying about how the special effects, they didn't look photorealistic, like not at all. But I think that they have charm to them personally, from my perspective. Yeah, I can get that. Did you like them from that side of them? Like, did you like any of the creatures? Like the design of the creatures? Did you think they were good?
Yeah, I thought they looked pretty cool.
Was there anyone in particular you liked?
I like this lizard dude.
Was that Calibos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it is time for you to learn a new mystery. A new question.
No, I beg you. No more bonfires.
What about Medusa?
Medusa was alright.
Yeah, she was pretty good. And what about the owl? What was his name? Bubo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling. He was pretty fun.
You can lead us to the shrine.
Now, the human characters, I think one of the flaws of this movie, and it does have some flaws, is that the human characters maybe aren't always as interesting as the gods and the monsters. Especially Perseus there, who's a little bland. Do you agree with that, or did you like him?
I think he was a little bland.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the actor's name is Harry Hamlin. He's mostly a TV actor. He hadn't really done a lot of been the lead in a lot of feature films. And he kind of feels like a TV actor doing a movie in this, unfortunately. I mean, he's okay, but he also, he just, I don't know, he didn't really have the charisma that you might want from the lead in a big adventure movie, from my feeling. But, he did his job. He did it okay.
Yeah.
Many of the actors who were playing the Greek gods were pretty famous. We mentioned that the actress Maggie Smith, who plays Professor McGonagall later in the Harry Potter movies, you noticed her in there. The guy who played Zeus, his name is Laurence Olivier. He was a very famous, respected Shakespearean actor, a really a guy who made a lot of movies that weren't like this. A guy who made a lot of very respectable movies. And then, but sometimes he needs a paycheck, and so he decided, well, okay, I'll be Zeus in this movie about gods. And I thought it was hilarious personally that whenever they showed him, he had like lasers behind his head. That's such a 1980s thing. That yeah, it was just very silly, but in a fun way, I thought. Okay. Did you have did you like the action scenes, or did you find that there was too much problem with the integration of the live action and the animation?
I thought they were alright. I mean, I didn't hate them,
Yep.
but live action and stop motion was a little annoying at times.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that because it's pretty clear that the actors are swinging their swords. They're not really swinging at anything, and then they animated the creature, especially in the fight against the scorpions. I thought it was pretty clear that the guys were like, wah, wah, and there's like nothing in front of them, and the scorpions were put in later. But but yeah, I again, I think that sort of thing has its charm, but it's not probably what you're used to from watching a big action movie these days. And I think the remake attempted to be more of what modern kids would expect from, although I said it's modern, it was made before you were born, but more modern kids would expect from a big action movie, but it's awful. Just trust me on that. You don't ever need to see it. Okay, so on our rating scale for this podcast of a W or an L, where does this land for you?
W.
W. Okay. Is it a pretty decent W there? Like solidly in W, or do you have to debate that?
Kind of debating.
Okay. But for now, I got a W out of you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so I guess we'll wrap it up there then. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And for a grown-up take on movies, visit videofileblog.com.
Like and subscribe.
Join us again next week and see what other feature film we send down from the heavens. All right, you got 3 things to talk about?
Yeah.
You told me 1, and that's it? You got 1 thing to talk about.
How did you know?
Because I know you. I live with you. Every day I see what you do. How you just try to do the bare minimum amount of work. Every day I see this.